Let's make an easy oven roasted turkey. Let's get started. We've got a 15-pound fresh young turkey here. There's only one problem with it that a lot of cooks make a common mistake. You see right here this little timer? Everybody keeps that in their bird, all the old school home cooks, and they wait for this red button to pop out to tell them their turkey is done. Well, that needs to go, you know what? It needs to go in the garbage. It don't belong in your turkey. When you're knowing how to cook a turkey right and somebody shows you how to cook one right, whether it's me or someone else, you don't need that little thermometer there. You're gonna overcook that bird if you do that. So all we wanna do is take and dry off our bird, trim off any excess fat that we have. Now, to keep it simple, we're gonna take 1 pack of our chicken injection and brine. Now, a lot of people ask, why does it say chicken? You're using it on a turkey. It's poultry. Turkey is a poultry, so is chicken. I just happen to put chicken on the bag because more people cook chickens first. We do have a Cajun brine coming, but it's not coming right now. So I just want to take this whole top off of this bag here, open it up, and I've got a ½ gallon of water in my mixing bowl, and I just want to mix this up. Then I have a ½ gallon of water here. You want to use 1 gallon of water total. Now, when you mix this up, if you choose to take a needle, draw some of this up and shoot some of it in your breast, you're not gonna hurt a thing. All you're doing is helping it even more. This chicken injection and brine is meant to be an injection and or brine. So you can inject and brine or just inject. Totally up to you. But once you get that mixed up good, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little more water to mine here. And then I'm gonna add the rest of the water when we get it in the bag. All right? So now that we've done that, let's take our turkey here and let's get it in our bag. Now, for me, I'm going right back in this same pan with juice on it. That's why I've got it double panned here, and I'm going back in my fridge with it. So, the only thing I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna flip this turkey upside down in this bag. Why am I doing that? If you're making sure you're brining in a pan here and you don't have a cooler to put it in, or you don't wanna go outside to do that and you wanna keep this in your fridge, turn the breasts down. They're gonna be submerged more in the water, and you're not gonna eat this back right here. At least most people's not. So if you'll just take a little piece of plastic on that, take and turn those breasts upside down in here. Just trust me on that. That brine will stay on top of those breasts, those other pieces of dark meat, and that's all you need. So now you just want to run your bag up. I've honestly lost my twist ties. I don't know where they went. But I'm just gonna spin this right here. Now, once we've got that tied up where it's not going anywhere, I can take this glove off and finally wash my hands here, because I know I touched, you know, some poultry with this one. So now we're gonna get this in the fridge till in the morning, get it out of here, dry it off, and get ready to go in the oven. You heard me right, in the oven. We're doing an oven roasted turkey tomorrow. Some people don't have a grill at home or a smoker or an apartment and things like that. We've been asked several times to do a video of a turkey in the oven. So tomorrow, turkey in the oven roasted turkey, here we come. All right, we are back. It's been 24 hours. Our turkey has been brining here. You can see our breasts are still upside down in our bag here in our pan. I'm gonna get it over to the sink, cut the bag off of it, and just get it in the pan where I can dry it off good, all right? So let's get it over the sink and cut it out of this bag. Now you want to dry your bird off as good as possible and balance it in your hand here like I'm doing. I'm gonna make a mess this morning. Now, for me, I'm gonna wipe the excess liquid out of this pan here, and I'm gonna turn this bird kind of upside down here, just a minute. All right, for me, I've already oiled my rack with some avocado spray. I'm gonna oil this thing down with just a little bit of oil, just to help make the rub stick a little bit. All right, as soon as I do that, I'm gonna turn this thing back over and start seasoning this side. I'm gonna take my honey chipotle rub today, and that's what I'm gonna put on this thing. Now, once we do that, let's go ahead and season a little more. All right. Well, once I'm done making a mess, rub all over the counter. I know that I'm gonna get this hand dirty, but I can wash it in just a minute. I wanna take these wing tips and kind of just tuck under the edges here. Now would be the time if you wanna put any kind of herbs in here, oranges, lemons, apples, anything like that, onion, you can stuff it with it. So I hadn't cut anything up yet. Let me kind of just clean up, wash my hands, and I am gonna stuff a few aromatics in this bird. All right, as you can see here, I didn't have a regular orange. I'm out of apples here at my house, but I do have some blood oranges, some lemons, and some onions, which will be fine. Just gonna get them stuffed in the cavity here, and all of them may not fit. Now you just wanna keep stuffing it in this cavity here, just like that. And like I said, all of it may not fit, but, well, it might. And now we're gonna tie our bird up here. And I guess I should have got my butcher string out. Let's slide it up here and get ready to tie that up. All right, for me, I'm just gonna make a little loop here, throw it around a leg. Now, I don't never particularly just tie mine up. I'll make enough string that I can do that and loop it up and it's gonna be fine. Now I'm gonna arrange my turkey. Can I get it center ways here? This turkey looks good to me. It's time to get it in the oven after I wash my hands again. Now I've got my convection oven set at 325 degrees. Just a good rule of thumb, a turkey is gonna cook about 14 to 15 minutes per pound. So we have a 15, 16 pound bird. So we should realistically, our bird should be done somewhere between 3.5 and 4 hour mark. But who knows? We always want to stay on point and check it. So I'm going to set my oven for 2 hours, come back and check it, and just see if I need to tint it or do anything else to it. I want to always ensure I want that perfect color. If you want to put yours in an oven bag and roast it from the get-go in an oven bag, 100% do that. It's completely up to you. This is just an easy, simple turkey that we're oven roasting today. I don't want to make it complicated by telling you have a deep pan. You're going to make broths and gravies. This is just a simple, easy oven roasted turkey. All right, our easy oven roasted turkey is out and it's finished. It had a total cook time of about 2.5 hours, and I'm gonna tell you why it cooked a lot faster than normally it would. My oven is convection. I thought I turned the convection off or it would have took about 4 hours. Convection speeds it up that much faster. So this 16 pound turkey, or 15.5 roughly, that we stuffed only had a total cook time of about 2.5 hours. It's actually hitting 167 in the breast is where it was at, and so I yanked it out. I actually overcooked it just a smidge on my part. And I'm admitting that on camera to you guys, that's how easy it is to do that. Very simple. The ones that I'm always running on the smoker, I've always make sure I've got a chef's alarm in them to stop them. And why I didn't put one in here, I don't know. The turkey's not gonna be bad though. It's still gonna be juicy and moist, everything. So now that we've got it out of the cooker, you can kind of see how it looks, nice, golden, roasted up. I'm gonna tint it with foil and let it set here at least about an hour, hour and a half before I slice into it. It needs that much rest time for sure. So I'm just gonna tint it with some foil. All right, just like that, I'm gonna leave it alone for about an hour, hour and a half, and then we'll get into slicing this bad boy. We'll be back. All right, our oven roasted turkey is out of the oven. It's cooled down about an hour and 15 minutes here. It had a total cook time of about 2 hours and 45 minutes in the oven. It should have went about 3.5 to 4, but I had my convection on, and so it cooked a little bit faster, and that's probably why I got a little bit dark. It's not really dark. It actually looks like a smoked turkey to me. And if you took it to somebody's house, they probably wouldn't know much of a difference. I'm just saying. A lot of people cook turkeys in the oven, and there's nothing wrong with it. If you don't have a grill outside, this is a great technique to use. I stuffed the cavity, brined it for 24 hours, and then rubbed it down in our honey chipotle rub and let it go. That was it. Simple, easy. Our chicken brine, poultry brine, whatever you want to call it, did its job here. Let's take a slice off this turkey and see how it is. Look at that juice. I'm gonna cut this down. Oh, golly. I'm on the wrong side there. Now I said I wasn't gonna carve much into this bird, but I told a little white fib. Look at that moisture in that bird. That's a beautiful oven roasted turkey here. The medallions are just coming right out of it. That, I hate to admit what I'm about to say. A simple, easy oven roasted turkey. That thing has got some moisture to it after brining it. It's got a great flavor. I mean, and the little bit of smoke flavoring in my rub here, I don't think many people could tell a difference. If you don't have a smoker, it's storming outside, be sure to give this technique a try. It is damn sure a good one. Wow. Wow. That is an incredible oven roasted turkey. I hope you guys like what we did today. Just to show y'all this little bit of a different technique, this old school way. You know, my grandmother never went and put a turkey on a smoker, and I'm sure most people's grandmothers didn't do that either. Back in the day, they oven roasted these turkeys and took care of them, and she used to baste them with butter and do different things. Hers probably turned out a little better looking than mine, to be truthful about it. But at the end of the day, this oven roasted turkey brings back some good memories. You know, that flavor is traditional, that brine that we used, it done its job. If you like what we're doing on our channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow along. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Pinterest, and of course YouTube. See you next week with another video.